19. It's been a little while. Thought rather than making videos and trying to figure out what to show you and what not to show you, I would just live stream the whole bloody thing. So here we go. Let's see what we're going to do today. It's been a while since I played this. There's been several updates. Apparently most of it is presentation stuff, like if you win a tournament you get to hold the trophy aloft. Hopefully there's a few more animations of the players in between shots, and also I really hope they fix the commentary, because as good as it was for a first effort, I think it can definitely be improved. I've gone over little things that I think could be improved. One of them was the fact that the commentators would always foreshadow when you were going to miss a shot or when you were going to pot something, so it would be nice if they could fix that for us. So anyway, we're going to go back into the career. Steven Hallworth, who is now ranked number 8 in the world, playing against Liang Wenbo, who is ranked at 38. That seems a little bit low for that lad. It's the Betway UK Championship. We're in round 3. It's the best of 5 frames. We get £15,000 for winning and £10,000 for losing, so we're not going to do too badly for money either way, but obviously the aim of the game is to win, right? So let's see how we get on here. I have no idea what music you can hear and can't hear. You may be able to hear the dun 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 kind of music in the background, like setting up the tension of high stakes snooker.
Getting serious now. We're into the third round.
Did I say high stakes or high snakes? I'm not sure.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Liang Wenbo to break.
It's been a while since I've played, as I said, so it might take me a minute to remember how, honestly. I think the controls were fairly intuitive. Okay, those interstitials are new, I think. I don't remember those from before. Okay, yeah, it's flooding back to me now. Let's see if we can just get a nick on that red. I don't think we can we? No. So we've got a couple of options. We can either roll up to the pack and just very gently nudge into one of the reds. Probably the higher up, the
Well,
better.
certainly nobody could accuse him of rushing here.
Oh, shut up. That's probably going to be our safest option. I'm just wondering. Hopefully I've given that enough. Yeah, just about enough. It's very negative play. Oh, I know. I apologise. Those interstitials are going to become very annoying if we get them between every single shot. Oh God, we are, aren't we? Jesus Christ. Okay, never mind. Let's have a quick walk around the table. Let's see if that red can actually go past the black. Ooh, it will just about. It will just about. Okay. So we could risk the shot. I feel like that's about the right angle. If we give it just enough to...
Well, he's looked at a number of options
the problem
here.
Is
the balls haven't really changed, but the more you look, the harder it gets.
It's a thin contact, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the cue ball safe up the balk end and get the red into the pocket. I'll probably leave it hanging over if I miss. So probably the better option is to play another safety shot. And I'm thinking just come off of that red there. I think 35% power will probably get me back up the other end of the table. Maybe 40 just to play it safe. I want to try and feather the red. I might have overcooked the power on the cue ball. That brown's going to help. If we don't end up in the pocket, where's the cue ball going? Oh,
that was the
bugger.
risk.
Foul.
Well,
Liang Wenbo, 4.
We've got off to a great start, huh?
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
That's going in. That's a good shot. That's a very good shot. Look at
Great
his
shot.
position on the black there.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
1.
And now we just play the waiting game. Hopefully he makes a mistake and lets us in.
8.
But at the moment he's set up very nicely. The reds are split beautifully for him. If he plays well positionally, he
9.
could rack up quite the score here before we get a little look in. That's an excellent play. The spin he put on that ball, I dare say
16.
that that's an impossible shot in real life. But he's managed it somehow. He may have to play slightly up the table, maybe for a blue.
A delicate touch required here.
No, he's stayed on the black.
17.
A little bit of backspin. Opened up the angle to cannon into the other red, and it's left him on the black. But I wonder if maybe that's cost him
That's ended up more
easy red
awkward than he would
afterwards.
have wanted.
I think there's a red that goes into the middle
24.
pocket there.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
Oh, okay. It's not left us with anything.
Liang Wenbo, 24.
Right then. Now there is a red here that I think... I don't know if it will... No, it won't go past, will it? Okay. So... we can play this red up the other end of the table. And I think that would leave us fairly
Sometimes
safe.
playing this slowly can upset your flow. Maybe he just needs to get on with it and get his rhythm back.
Oh, shush. Maybe we just need to play off of one of these reds here. Play... That's still probably too much power, honestly. Well, not enough, actually. I am actually quite surprised by that. Oof. I like that he's trying it, but cool, that was a bit of a shot to nowhere, wasn't it? Okay, we've got a chance here. I think we just need to play it dead weight almost. Let's see. So 18% will get us to the red ball. I think about 23, 24.
Well, he used to be indecisive, but now he's not so sure.
Oh, you're hilarious, you are. Okay.
1.
That's actually given us a pretty good angle on the black. So we might be able to use this angle with a little bit more topspin. If I can remember how to add topspin, there we go. Oh, actually, that's not really helping, is it?
Well, it's fair to say he's taking his time over this.
That's a good split. He's got
Nice.
a real chance here.
I was worried I wouldn't have enough momentum on the
8.
cue ball to get into those reds, but it seems like we've gotten away with it. Now... too much on it maybe for the black, although
Nicely positioned for the black.
okay,
Nine.
the commentators seem to think that it was a good shot, and in fact looking at that, it probably was. A little bit of backspin on the ball just to get us back into the same sort of position that we are now. A little bit more, there we go, that'll do. Slow up a little
Played
bit
it
for
well.
me. Okay, now we can take that bottom red.
16.
Very similar shot to the one we just played on the black. We just want a little bit of backspin on the ball, not too much, but just enough that it takes it back up into the position that we're already in. Might just have underhit it. Okay,
17.
we have a little bit, but I think if we're very clever about it, we can actually use this to our advantage and we can come back into the pack. Let's go for that. Yeah, we're just about
Very
okay
nicely
there, I
done.
think.
24.
We can take this red out from underneath. That will free up the red alongside it. We almost want to play this dead weight.
Looking to play this softly.
Hopefully this is powerful enough to put it in. Now unfortunately we've bound up that red on
25.
the side cushion there. I don't know if this black is necessarily the shot we want to go for, but I think it's probably easier than going for the blue. Long pot into the corner. I don't really trust it. If we can... I'm just thinking, with a little bit of backspin, we might be able to get ourselves in the
Well,
position
some might
where
say he's being methodical here, looking at all
we
these
can
shots. but
take
others
one
might
of
just
these
say,
reds
hurry up
on
and get
the
on with the game.
side pocket. Let's try.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Sorry, I said side pocket. I should have said side cushion.
That's an excellent pot.
And
He's
yeah,
playing
that looks
very
like
well
it's
here.
played it. That's paid off
32.
for us. Okay. Now, this is the shorter shot, but I think honestly the better shot is going to be this one. We just need to make sure that we don't overhit it. Tiny little bit of backspin on the ball. About 35%-ish. There's always a danger of rattling that. Oh my word!
What
I'll
a
tell you what.
magnificent pot that is.
We are.
He's left that a
Ooh,
little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
I'm bloody lucky there. I
33.
really am. I'm very, very lucky. Okay. We'll go
38.
for that other red along the side cushion now. And again, I think we'll just play dead weight almost. Let's go for about that.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Hopefully
Excellent
we don't
pot.
overshoot the black. We haven't.
Brimming with
Okay.
confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
Now, if we can almost
39.
stop the ball dead, I think we can make one of these reds. Let's have a look at these reds here. No, I thought one of these reds might pass the others into the middle pocket. Now, there is a long red into the corner there. It's a risk, but it might well be the only ball that's on for us.
Well, some might say he's being methodical here, looking at all these shots, but others might just say, hurry up and get on with the game.
Shut up. I'm going to turn these commentators off if they don't shut the hell up. I think we're going to have to go for it, aren't we? Let's go for it. What I will do, though, is I'm just going to really dial back on the backspin.
46.
Okay. I think we've just about got away with that one. Now, this is a tricky shot. I think this is just about the angle that we want. I'm hoping that if we do miss, that we don't leave too much on for the opponent.
He's taking this red on.
Go on, go in.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
pot.
yes. That's what we want to
Positional
see.
play there. Inch perfect.
47.
And actually, if we can just bump into those reds, it's a risky shot. It might not come off. It's just
54.
about come off, you know. I think we just about got away with that one. I think we play up the table for the blue here. I think that's the shot to go for.
$55.
We may very well end up having to go all around the table. Although actually, looking at that red, the red to the leftmost red, I'm wondering if we can get a shot on into this corner pocket here with the right angle. I'm not sure we can.
Well, certainly nobody could accuse him of rushing here.
Let's just line this shot up first. A little bit of topspin on the ball. A lot of topspin on the ball, actually. No, I'm not so sure. I think with some backspin on the ball. Just trying to figure this one out.
No real problem here.
Hmm.
60.
Neither one nor the other. Now there's a chance that we can roll this red into the side pocket here. But we'll have to be very, very gentle.
This is a half chance.
No.
No, not quite. Pretty close though, but that
Bugger.
won't provide any solace.
Steven Hallworth, 60.
It would have gone in. We just we undercut it slightly. And now I keep saying we, like you guys are at all responsible for any of this. You're just innocent bystanders, guys.
6.
Tricky shot here.
Beautiful.
Blurmin' heck. I was a bit fortunate not to have gone in off there.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
Oh, he's missed it.
One or two mistakes
He's
starting
let us
to
back
creep
in.
into his game. He needs to regain his focus here.
And with the balls the way
Liang
they
Wenbo,
are,
7.
we would be... I'm going to kick myself if I don't end up cleaning up off the back of that.
Aiming for the centre pocket here. No issues there.
Great technique, superb cueing.
No need to go for the high-scoring balls.
One.
We just need to make sure that everything we aim for goes in at this point.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
7.
Now, I'm just looking at the score here. I think we're going to be okay. I don't think we need to clear up, and that's probably just as well, because looking at the way that the yellow and the brown are situated, I think it's going to be a tough
Just this red needed.
ask
No problem there.
to clear the table.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
8.
And in fact, after we pot this pink, actually, there is an outside chance with this shot.
This is really tricky.
Nope. But Wenbo now needs snookers if he's going to win this
Steven
particular frame.
Hallworth, 8.
So is he going to come back to the table? He is. Okay. And this is a problem for me because snookers are a real weakness of mine.
He's got it. Excellent shot.
Damn. Oh, how do you raise the butt of the cue again? Hang on a second. Controls. Oh, it's the D-pad. There we go. Because what I'm thinking about doing is just...
Well, he used to be indecisive, but now he's not so sure.
spinning the ball around.
He'll be trying to reduce any risk with this shot.
Ah, no. I've let him back in. There's never a dull moment with this game.
Well, it was a really hard shot, and it hasn't worked out for him at all.
Foul. Liang Wenbo, 4.
Swerve is normally the only way I'm able to get out of these situations. But on this occasion, unfortunately, I've let myself down a little bit.
Well, not the best safety there.
Looks like we might get away with it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh
2.
dear. What on earth? Oh dear. Right, let's try just getting the ball down the other end of the table. Or we could just nestle up to it. It's cheap, but it's safe. There we go, just play it onto the cushion.
Steven Hallworth,
Try and
2.
minimise any
This is an
ability he
attempt
might
to drop
have
the cue ball in behind the pink.
Oh, I bet he'll do it as well. They have
Well,
improved
he's managed the snooker. Let's see what happens here.
the safety play of these AI players now is absolutely ridiculous.
He really needs to be mindful of pace here. Doesn't want to overhit this.
And if we get away with this one, it will be more than luck than judgment. Something that I miss about previous snooker games, and obviously not from this particular developer because this is, their first entry, but there have been previous snooker games where if you weren't aiming directly for a ball and you were using aiming guides like I am here, it would actually show you the angle at which your ball would come off of the cushion. And I would really appreciate it if they would put that into this game.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
Go in. No. Might get lucky. Again, balls are up the other end of the table. It's a pressure shot at the wrong end of the frame for him. He might miss it. He might not even go for it. Does he still need snookers? I can't imagine he does. Maybe he does though. Let's see, we're 31 points ahead. And there are 7 plus 6, 13, 18, 22, 25. He does need snookers. Well, that changes things. I'll be honest, I've completely fluked
That's
that.
what he was attempting.
I was hoping that I might be
He
able
won
to
fine
get the
control
cue
over
ball
the
behind
pace of
one of
this
those
shot.
two balls, but the fact that I actually got a snooker off of that is an absolute minor miracle.
That's not ended well. Tough shot, but not what he was hoping for.
Right.
Well, that's an unforced error.
Why?
3.
I don't know why that's an unforced error. He's the one that needs to put all the balls and get snookers, not me. That was a bit of a risky shot. I don't know why I played it so thin.
Steven Hallworth, 3.
Surely that's the
Frame
end of the frame now.
conceded. Frame, Steven Hallworth.
And that is the frame.
Right, well, that's not the most convincing
Well,
of
he's
performances.
established a one-frame lead here. Some pretty impressive snooker in that last frame.
Yes, he's looking good at the moment, and we'll
But
be
if I was
pleased with
gonna
that
be-
last frame.
If I was going to be fair to
Thank
myself,
you.
which I am
The
going to be,
second frame, Steven Hallworth to break.
I would say that it's been a while since I've played the game, and I'm still trying to get my eye in. That's an awful break. That is a terrible break. I might be rescued by the blue ball here. I think the blue has just saved my blushes. He might have left a long pot here. It's a very tricky
Brilliantly
one.
played.
He has. It's a very, very tricky one. It's right along the cushion. And I think I need to play it with so much power that if it doesn't go in, that it rattles back out again. Or I could just play this one. Don't know if I've got enough of an angle on it. No, he's good. He's just managed to cover the angle there.
He's taking the red on.
Let's go.
Oh, so close. He
And
needed
it's
some luck
not
there,
rattled
and he
out
didn't
as
get
I
it.
had hoped. The only bonus is that at the moment that pack is still pretty tightly packed in. So there's every
aiming to sink
chance
this
that he
into
won't
the
be
right
able to
corner.
develop this into a high score. Oh my
He'll be
word,
looking to
he's
tighten up
missed
his
it.
game here.
I was going to say there's every chance that he won't be able to develop that pack into a high scoring position, but I guess that's our problem now.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
1.
I think that's the right angle that we need. I want as much backspin on this ball as I can muster. Yeah, maybe not too much.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Go on, go in.
That's
Lovely.
a top shot. Well played.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
6.
Right, now this one is going to be a rattler, so I don't want to put too much power into it.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
If it's got the legs, it's going in.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful shot.
And now with that
7.
angle on the blue, we can develop the reds a little bit, hopefully.
He's going for it.
That's a great split. He'll be unlucky if he's not on anything here.
Nice. Now the black looks like it
12.
might be tied up. So let's just have a quick look down here. It's definitely not going into that pocket. But I think it will pass into this pocket with no real issues. So our job is to try and get that side of the black wherever possible. I don't think it's going to happen this time, or will it? It might do, you know. Going to need some real power into this cue ball. Doesn't matter if that red
could have
goes
finished
in.
a little better.
You can pot as many reds in one visit as you like. It's when you have to, if you're potting up a colour and a red goes in, that you're in trouble. Oh, it's a tough shot, but I'm going to have to go for it. It has the helpful bonus of splitting these reds if it does put it
He's
in.
aiming to sink this into the right corner.
No. Oh, it has gone in.
Not bad at all. Great opportunity.
20.
I'll take that all day and all night. I've got two options here. I can clear this pocket essentially. Actually, do you know what? I think the black might actually go past that red anyway. I think it will. just get a higher angle on this. Yep, that will go in. But I can get more control over the cue ball going for this red.
I think he's lost position here.
I've not.
21.
It's exactly the shot I was looking for. As long as it goes past that
Wow.
red.
He'll be
Lovely.
thrilled with that.
28.
Now, this is a testing shot because what we need to do here is we need to put lots of backspin on the ball and we need to get somewhere in between these two reds to give us a position on the black. The fallback is the blue to the top right corner.
This looks relatively easy.
And it looks like we might not need it.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
Yeah, we've just about
29.
managed that. Okay. A little bit of top spin. We want to roll through, not too much though. Want to try and roll through, bounce off maybe 2 cushions, get an angle on the red. And if we can bring this one out into play, all the better.
36.
Superb. That couldn't have gone any better. Right, just going to roll this one in. Don't need any more than the amount of power to get the red into the pocket. If we can come off the cushion a little bit, that's great. Lovely.
37.
Angle on the black is not bad. You're going to have to go with top spin on it again. May have to go for a lot of top spin actually. There's plenty of loose reds around. So hopefully we should land on at least one.
44.
I think we're going to go for the topmost red into the middle pocket here. It's always good to have a couple of insurance policies on the table. And in this instance, we are going to use one. Right, we're a little bit high on that black.
45.
But that's not actually the worst thing for us in the world. Right, we're on the black. That's the shot we want to play. A little bit of top spin to carry that momentum through. Decent amount of power. Might be too much actually. It's way too much. And we've given ourselves a very, very difficult shot to keep this break going now.
52.
Oh dear.
He's tempted by this red.
I think that should drop.
Brilliant. What a pot.
And we are nicely on the
Well,
black, so
we
we've
couldn't have
recovered
played
that
that
okay.
any better. Superb positional shot.
53.
Want a backspin. If we hit a red, that's a nice bonus because that will give us a better position for our next shot. That's
60.
what we wanted. And in fact, I might... Little change of plan. I think we might actually go for this one here. And the reason for that is we've got 5 balls here around the pink.
This is no gimme.
And I would rather
Well
clear
played.
some of those away.
That was made more difficult due to the rest being used.
61.
Okay. Don't need too much power on this because the ball is going to carry a lot of momentum anyway. That's left us nicely on that red into the bottom right hand
68.
corner.
He just needs the red.
Down it goes.
That
Nice
should be
cannon
it.
off of the red.
No
That'll
real
keep
way
us
for
on
his
the
opponent
black.
to win the frame now.
69.
Nice. Right, now where were we? Do we want to just put a load of backspin on this? No, we don't really. I think with enough topspin we can come off of 2 cushions and it will give us a decent enough position on the red just to the right of the black there. Let's see if we can get that shot. Yeah, we can. Nice.
76.
Right, we're going to have to start playing a little bit more imaginatively to bring the rest of those reds off the cushion now. First things first. Does that pink pass the red into the corner? It does. No. Not by a long chalk. So, what options do we have?
Well, it's fair to say he's taking his time over this.
That'll work.
$77.
Didn't quite work out how I'd wanted, but it's not the worst in the world. Just going to roll the black in. See if we can get an angle. That red on the left
84.
may go into the centre pocket. Oh, it's a very tight shot. We'd probably be better off trying to put it into the top corner there. I think we will.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
It's a shot to nothing. At the end of the day, if we miss, then it's the end of the frame. But it's gone in.
What a pot!
Have some of that.
85.
And now we can get the pink back on its spot. Only problem we've got now, with a little bit of topspin, we may be able to get in behind these reds. If we can't get in behind them, that's pretty much break over.
Nicely played.
Oh, we overcooked it.
91.
Maybe. Maybe not. No, we might be okay.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
This might not have enough power to make it. Oh, it does. Okay, now do we
Nicely
go
on the
for
blue.
pink? Could go for the
92.
pink. We need to be as close to this cushion as possible.
He's
give
attempting
us
to
the
sink
angle on the
this
red.
into the left corner pocket. That's a great pot.
That'll do. It didn't need as much of an
98.
angle as that, but it will do. Now, if we can just cut this red into that pocket.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. What a top shot that is.
Very nice.
99.
Now, the blue into the middle pocket is probably the easiest shot to play here. It's definitely the percentage shot. I'm just wondering. About position on the red afterwards. This is a little bit of a hit and hope, I'll be honest. Actually, it's a lot of a hit and hope.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
But we'll give it a go. Nothing to lose at this point.
What a century that is.
104.
Right.
Well, he's taking it on. What a
Need
wonderful
a
pot.
favourable bounce off of that cushion. And we've got it.
105.
Now, blue would be the easy shot. I say easy, it's the full length of the table. It would give us the best position on the yellow.
Long pot, right up his street. That's one of his trademark long pots. Brilliant.
110.
I think I might have to play off of 2 cushions here. Problem is that brown is probably going to end up getting in our way. Give it a go.
Just
Again,
the colours left now.
the frame's all but over. Oh no, nowhere near
That
enough
hasn't
pace.
really
I've
worked
actually
out
managed to
at
snooker
all.
myself. Well done, Dave.
112.
Well done. Congratulations. You're an idiot.
Pace is the key with this shot.
I'm terrible with snookers, especially ones that I've put myself into. He'll probably put me back in and win the frame from here.
That hasn't really
Absolutely
worked out
terrible.
at all.
Foul. Steven Hallworth, 112. Liang Wenbo, 5. Frame conceded. Frame, Steven Hallworth.
And now the frame is his.
This is starting
I mean,
to
really, I
develop
should have
into a
given it an
decent lead
absolute
here.
spanking.
We'll want to ensure he
The
keeps
yellow, that
pressure
is.
on his opponent.
Thank you.
Better to play the
Third
ball
frame,
slightly too long
Liang
than to
Wenbo
pull up
to break.
short. Especially when there's a ball that you could potentially snooker yourself on. This is a good thing about this game. It's a constant learning curve. And as I said before, it's been a while since I've played, so I'm reacquainting myself with a lot of the little foibles. Okay, this looks like it might be a chance to get on the scoreboard.
Half a chance here.
Carry on. Go on, carry.
That's a good opening red.
Okay.
1.
Not much of an angle to do anything with it, except to put some backspin. I have to put a lot of backspin on the ball. Not too much though, don't want to overshoot the red completely. We'll try this. Worst case scenario, it's given us an angle to break the reds
8.
open. It's a fairly safe shot as far as the actual pot's concerned. Gonna have to put a lot of topspin on the ball to try and generate the momentum that we need to break this pack apart. Hopefully something comes of it. I'm not seeing much. There is a red.
9.
This red here, I think that that might be the one that we end up going for after we pop this blue, but God. Okay, this isn't terrible, but I'm just wondering if I've got the right position, which I hopefully do.
14.
Then I think this is the opportunity to break this pack apart. And again, as I said before, for anyone that isn't massively familiar with the rules of snooker, you can pot as many reds in a single shot as you like. You might not want to because it negates the ability to build a huge break, but it does mean that you can break apart a pack without having to worry about where the balls are going. It's only when you're potting a colour that you need to worry about red balls going in off. So in this instance, I think we're going to be okay. We're going to put lots of topspin on this ball so we can carry through the pack. I don't want to put too much power on it because I don't want to necessarily cannon off into pocket myself. But I think that
this
looks
pot's
good.
into the right corner.
I just need to finish on a colour, which I've
Quite
not
the
really
speed he
done.
wanted.
Probably
15.
should have put more power through that. I've been left in a bit of a tricky spot now. And it's a spot of my own making. The yellow is available to that corner. It's not necessarily a shot that you would see many snooker players playing in real life, but thankfully this isn't real life. So I guess we're going to go for that. And we're going to have to put a fair amount of power on this shot as well to
It's
get
half a
that down
chance,
the other
but
end.
a chance nonetheless. That's a brilliant pot.
And hope that we land on
Yes, he'll
something.
be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
That's a very kind kiss. We've been very,
17.
very lucky there with that. Now, does this red go in? This red does go in. And does that black pass into that pocket as well? It does. We've been very, very fortunate here, everyone.
$18.
So the black will go in there. I think if I just play it dead weight, about 15 should see it into the pocket. Hopefully that will give us
I
a
can't see any
fairly
problems here.
straightforward shot on that red on the bottom pocket. Bottom pocket? What am I talking about? The bottom cushion.
25.
Apologies. Right, the black couldn't go back on its spot, so it's now on the pink. That's actually perfect for us because the angle that we have on this ball is going to mean that we're going to end up going back up the table slightly. And if we get lucky with this,
26.
not the best. We can get out of jail again with a couple of shots. There's the blue to the left-hand corner, or there's what in this game is the safer option, the green into the top right. I think that's probably the one we're going to go for.
So, this pot into the right corner.
And
Tremendous
again,
shot.
we just kind of have to
What a
hope that we end
wonderful
up
pot.
on something. I think we might have got very, very lucky there.
29.
Have we got the angle on this red? No, we haven't. We haven't quite got that. But we do have an angle on this red. So we've gotten out of jail for free once more.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
Might be a lot too
That's a
much power
beauty.
there. Where's Cue Ball going?
Great cueing there.
And
Good.
if I wasn't commentating, admitting to how fluky I was being, people might think that that was a fantastic shot, but it really isn't. I've gotten very, very lucky. That black will just about go past that red, I think, but I just want to double check this. I wish you could walk around the table quicker. Apart from anything else, it would stop the commentators from telling me that I'm taking too long to decide on shots. Right, yeah, that's going to go fine. That pass, however. It might wobble a little bit, but it will go in. And of course the black
Well played.
still goes on that spot
37.
because it doesn't have any space to go otherwise. Clearing this red, of course, will mean that the black will now go on its preferred spot. Might have to play the blue into the middle
38.
pocket. I'm not sure yet. The pink probably goes. In fact, it does. So we can just play a nice easy shot and hope
This
we've
is
got an
not
angle
easy.
on that red. Ooh, bit too much
He'll be
pace.
fuming about that.
A lot too much
44.
pace. That's put us in a proper predicament here because we've got absolutely nothing that goes. I don't think that red's going to pass the other red. No, in fact it's not. Oh, I've been a little bit fast and loose there, and I'm going to pay the price for it. And there's really not much of a safety that I can play here, other than trying to get it up the table and as close behind that green as possible.
Well, he's looked at a number of options here. The balls haven't really changed, but the more you look, the harder it gets.
Play at about 30%. From memory, 30% is normally enough to see you into the balk area from this kind of position. And just hope that there's not too... Angle doesn't feel right. Let's drop that down a little bit. Okay, let's
Tricky
give this a
safety
go.
coming up.
I'm probably going to leave something on for him, but as long as I'm in the balk area, and that might have... Ooh, I don't know.
Steven Hallworth,
I
44.
think maybe we're covered by the brown. Yeah, we got away with that one. Safety I'm not too bad with. Snookers is where I really fall down in this game. Oh, is that going in?
He's gone in off.
It's gone in.
Foul. Steven Hallworth, 4.
Let's see what he decides
Right.
to do after that foul.
Well, the obvious answer is to play on, because that red hanging over the bottom left corner
He's going to
is
play on here.
far too easy for him to get to. So we are going to play on. We'll just knock this easy red in. I say it's an easy red, and of course that means that I'll miss it. We probably want to play with enough pace that we get a fair way back up the table. We've got plenty of options up this end of the table. The green, the blue, the brown if we're absolutely desperate. Probably will be the blue that we... Oh no, we could go for the pink, you know.
1.
I think the pink just about goes... We've got an angle on the pink into that middle pocket. Slightest hint of backspin should make the ball pull up a little bit short.
Tricky pot coming up.
I hope it works.
No problem there.
Yep, looks like
Excellent
it did.
cueing.
7.
Now, of course, it would have been lovely if the pink hadn't have covered up the red, but I knew that that was going to happen. Now, there is this red, which I think goes into the middle pocket. But the safer option is going to be this red down here. And if we're careful about it,
Well, sometimes playing this slowly can upset your flow. Maybe he just needs to get on with it and get his rhythm back.
I think we can get an angle on the pink. Ah, just nudged it. Just nudged
8.
it. Okay, so that's buggered that up for us, but not to worry. There are still other balls in play that we can use to continue the break. The problem is playing the green doesn't really give us a great angle on anything. You could play a lot of topspin, but you'd end up still on the left-hand side of the balls. Plenty of backspin on the other hand. Might give us an angle on one of the reds. Ideally, I want to end up on the right-hand side.
Well,
Gonna
he's looking at
go
potting
for
this
this.
into the right corner pocket.
It's just not carried anywhere near enough
He won't be
pace.
too happy with his position here.
11.
Feels like we're fighting fires constantly here. Right, well there's not much on, but there is good news with that, which is that if there's not much on for us, there's not much on for our opponent either. If we just give this red a tiny little nudge, that will play up slightly towards the black. The angle that we're on it at the moment, I'm thinking we should pass by the other red and head back up the table. Let's play about 30... somewhere between 30 and 35% with that little contact on the red. Split the difference and say around 33. Cue the balls up. Probably could have done with 35 like I said, but
Steven Hallworth, 11.
it's not
He's
the
taking the
worst
plant
shot
on
I've
here.
ever played. Come off it. Good lord. You better tap the table
One.
after that, you cheeky bastard. There's no way he meant that.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but Liang needs to find some form. And quickly.
justice, really, that he missed that easy black after putting in that fluky shot.
Liang Wenbo.
Good
one.
lord. Right, so what are we left with here? Well, there's plenty of balls dotted around. They all seem fairly easy to pot, and I'm more interested in whether that pink goes into both corner pockets. It passes into this one, which is all I really wanted to know. If I cannon off of this red, it will take some of the pace off of the ball. It might also cause me to go in off, but it's a risk I have to take. Well, it's not a risk I have to take, but I'm going to take it anyway, because what's life without
This should be
the odd
straightforward
risk?
enough.
I've actually completely missed that red.
1.
Right, now that pink... Oh, we could actually take this opportunity to put the black back on its spot. And the black would not stop the red from going past it. So that's actually not a bad idea.
This
give
is
it
the
a
key
go.
shot. If this goes in, you fancy him for the frame. Well, an excellent pot.
And that should be it. Past the point of no
Sweet.
return in this match.
8.
Now we'll put this red in down here. Plenty of backspin on the ball, put it across the table.
He's playing for the right corner here. Excellent shot.
There we go. I know it looked like I was trying to put it between the red and the black, but I kind of changed my mind on the power at the last minute, and I'm glad that I did. Right, a little bit more backspin on the ball, and with less power that will flatten the trajectory of the ball again. For less power, the flatter it goes.
16.
Just put this red into the corner here. Could just try rolling it in, but I don't think that's really going to pay off. Instead, I think if we play this kind of shot, we should have an angle, a workable angle on the pink to put it into the bottom corner.
17.
And then from there we can screw back to have a crack at this red.
Nicely done.
Pretty
23.
happy with that's completely accidental, but I'm pretty happy with that angle actually. Might cannon the black here. Didn't really want that.
24.
Trying to be too clever for my own good there, and it's backfired on me pretty spectacularly. But still, let's just play a delicate
This is a challenging shot along
shot
the cushion.
across the cushion. It's not going in. Never mind. That's the frame, and I think the match.
Steven Hallworth. 24. Frame conceded. Frame and match. Steven Hallworth.
And that win puts him into the next round.
There we go. So we're through to round 4, which could be the quarterfinals. I'm not sure. So there we go. We won 3 straight frames, highest break of 112. Total match points 313. We scored 268 of those. Sorry, Liang, but maybe better luck next time, eh? Button presses still feel a little bit unresponsive on this screen. When you hit X to continue, you don't get a pleasing clicking noise or any indication that it's sensed that you've pressed the button. It just hangs there for a couple of seconds before hitting the loading icon in the bottom corner. Bottom corner, I say, the bottom of the screen. It would be nice if there was some kind of noise cue, at least, to show you that your input has been taken. Right then, so next up, a bit of a grudge match between Hallworth and Robertson, ranked 8th and 7th in the world respectively. We've played each other a few times, and to the best of my memory, I think it's 2 matches to 1 in my favour. But I could be wrong about that one. We'll see.
Here we go then. Great anticipation here. It's time for the last 16.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Steven Hallworth to break.
Okay, so we're in the round of 16. No pressure, but if we get past this, we're into the quarterfinals. I'm terrible at breaking off. Absolutely terrible. Hopefully this will go somewhat okay. No, too strong. But the angle has probably helped us because there's no way you're cutting that loose red into that bottom right
He's
hand
playing
corner.
the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
Oh, he nearly put that into the pocket. That's a very good safety as well. Very well played.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
Only real option I've got is to try and come off of that red there and see if I can end up safely in the balk area. I don't think I'll knock it past the pack, but there's only one way to find out. No, that's safe. And in fact, that's one of my better
Great
safety
shot.
shots. Nice and tight against the cushion. Not as tight as it could be, but still, by my by my low standards, that's a very good safety shot. Oh, he's left us one here. He's left us a couple, actually. Right then. No, can't get to that red, but the one on the cushion we can get to. Only problem is that it doesn't really leave us with anything to pot afterwards. So lots of topspin, lots of power. Problem is that if we try powering it, we could rattle the ball out of the cushion, out of the corner. Gonna have to try it though. Well, we don't have to try it. We could play a safety. We could just hit the ball from this kind of angle. The cue ball come back up the table into the balk area, and the object ball would come off of the cushion, go into the pack, and in theory, it should be perfectly safe. Why
He'll
not?
be playing safe here.
I don't think I've given it enough. But I think he's got a chance at this loose red on the right here. He could cut it into the corner.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
Oh, he spotted one that I completely blanked on.
Great opening red.
Well, that's irritating.
1.
This should be pretty straightforward.
6.
That's a good positional shot. He's got a couple of reds to choose from there. And another very good shot. If he was going for the blue, then he's landed perfectly on that.
7.
And if he's very, very light of touch, he'll be able to take that loose red. Oh no, he's gone for something completely different. What do I know, eh? I thought he might be able to go for that loose red on the right-hand side, but instead
12.
he's gone straight back to that other red. He might be going for the blue.
13.
Well, he's taking it on.
No, he's going for the green. No, the brown.
What a beauty.
I'm just going to shut up.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
He might be able to
17.
split the pack here if he's clever about it. No. No interest in splitting the pack yet. Not when he's got reds that he can get to.
18.
He's lining this up into the left centre pocket.
This is going to have to be absolutely spot on if he wants that red leftmost of the three. Oh, he's going to go for the one under the
23.
black. Smart boy. Pink into the
24.
middle pocket maybe. And that will split that pack up. No, he's going for the blue again.
Great technique.
It's a good long pot.
Superb cueing.
And he's straight back onto that red.
29.
He's got a choice of reds here. If he wanted to, he could take the loose one on the right into the corner pocket. I think he's going to go for the second of the ones next to the black. The leftmost of the two. Yeah, he is. And now I'm fairly certain he's going to go for the pink.
30.
Can't get
Doesn't
to the
want
blue.
to overhit this. Good split. That's really
Very
opened
good.
the table
Very
up
good
here.
play.
36.
And I'm getting the feeling that we're going to be one frame down before too long. No shame in losing to someone like Neil Robertson, though. Very, very good player. 7th in the world is doing him a
37.
bit of a disservice, frankly. On his day, he really takes some beating.
$42. $43. $48. $49. $54.
Might finally take this loose one on the right here. Yeah. He's starting to run out
55.
of options. Now, that cluster of 3 reds, if he plays the right shot, he can get to the one at the bottom right.
Nicely positioned for the red.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one he's going
60.
for. And I wonder if there's a cannon available
So,
on the other two.
just the red required here. No issues there.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
Well, there you go. One poor
61.
shot,
He's looking
and
at the
against
pot
the player of
into
the
the left
quality of
middle.
Robertson, it's all over. Still, that's why it's a 5-frame match and not a 1-frame match. If this was pot black, I'd be buggered.
66.
Bloody hell, that's a good shot. Perfectly weighted. I noticed that the commentators never make any mention of him taking his
67.
time. It's only ever when I'm playing
Pot's
that they
on,
talk
and
about
he's going for it.
being indecisive.
That's a
Cheeky
wonderful,
bastards.
wonderful pot.
72.
Straightforward red into the bottom right hand corner. And if he stuns, he could hold for the pink
looks
into
pretty
the
simple.
middle right. In fact, he's done one better
Nicely
than that.
onto
He's
the
managed
colour.
to put a bit of spin on it and draw out, so he's
73.
got some distance. Nicely played. Now
79.
red into the bottom left. probably play for the pink into the middle again. Depends whether that red plays into the bottom right hand corner, the one next to the black. If it does... Ah, hello. Now, is he going to
80.
try to manufacture an angle off of the
Just wants
pink?
to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Going to try and play into the red. Oh, well.
86.
You're not
He
going to
just
beat
wants
someone
this
that's
to
on
drop
that kind of
gently
form, are you?
into the pocket.
Look at this. Look at the weight on that shot. Absolutely perfect.
What a tremendous pot.
87.
Ah, that's a shame.
Neil Robertson, 87. Frame conceded.
We're going to concede that frame. There's no point carrying on with those few points left on the table.
He's got a one-frame advantage now, and we'll be looking to build on that lead by taking this next frame.
I agree. This is a great opportunity to really turn the screw on his opponent.
Thank
I mean,
you.
there was
The second
absolutely
frame,
nothing that could be
Neil
done about
Robertson
that.
to break.
The only thing to be angry about was the fact that he didn't make the clearance, frankly. Ooh, I'll tell you what though, straight away he's given us a shot into the bottom left-hand corner there. And who am I to turn down a gift?
He's going for it.
Really nice opening red.
1.
It's actually not the worst angle in the world. Because when I go to pot that next red, I'll be able to open up the pack off of it. Just don't want to have too much screw back.
Well, he used to be indecisive, but now he's not so sure.
You're bloody hilarious, John. You know that. Oh, I'm really not sure about that angle.
8.
I mean, we're fine as far as breaking the packs open concerned, but I don't know whether that's... Yeah, we're just going to have to risk it, aren't we? Lots of topspin, lots of power.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
That's a really
Just give
good
it an
split,
absolute
and
whack.
This is a real opportunity.
9.
Well, there's plenty of distance between them all, that's for something. Just go for a nice simple pot on the yellow.
Eleven.
Plenty of backspin on the ball should slow down the rate at which it travels.
He's taking this on. He's played that very well with the wrist.
Okay, pretty happy with that. Got
12.
a good lie on the black. At this point, we don't have to be
19.
super accurate because there's so many balls laying around that we can really pick and choose as to which one we're going to take a shot at. So in this instance, we're going to go with this.
He's playing the pot here.
And then we can go for the pink with our next shot.
That's a top shot.
Simply
Or the black.
wonderful.
20.
Didn't mean for that to happen, but I will gladly take it. There's a red that goes into the middle pocket.
27.
He's going for the left centre here.
Where's the cue ball going?
28.
That was really rather fortunate in the end. Okay, now I just want to check these two reds. They'll both go past each other into this pocket, so that's fine.
$34.
Just drop it in dead weight. That's all it really needs. Now, since they both go past each other, I just want to double check that again. Yeah, they do. Ideally, because they're both in a position that's fairly potable, I don't want to disturb the other ball. So I'm going to try to pot this red.
Well, sometimes playing this slowly can upset your flow. Maybe he just needs to get on with it and get his rhythm back.
Decent angle on the
35.
black.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? In it goes.
That gives us the
He's
angle
cueing
on
extremely
the
well here.
bottom red of those
42.
cluster of three on the right hand cushion. And as a little bonus, I think with a little bit of backspin, or a lot of backspin, should be able to
He's looking to pop
upset
this
one
into
of
the right
the
corner.
two next to it.
He'll want to try and tighten up his game a little.
Oh dear. I should have concentrated more on the pot and less on what I was doing afterwards. That's a bad miss. That's a very,
Steven
very
Hallworth,
bad miss.
42.
And
This
if
is tough.
Robertson is anywhere near as good as he showed in the first
That's well played with the rest.
frame, then that's it. I'm not going to get back on the table.
1.
That's very disappointing.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
That was an easily winnable frame, especially with the way the balls were.
What a top
And I've
pot
let that
was.
slip. No one to blame but
8.
myself. And, you know, that's something that I do like about snooker as a sport and as a game, is that, yes, you are playing against somebody else on the table, and yes, their performance does
9.
have an effect on whether you win. But when it comes down to it, you've got no one else to blame but yourself. It's you versus the table. It's a lot like golf, you know, in that if you fuck up, someone else will jump in and win. But it relies on you messing up.
$16.
Having said all of that, though, there are one or two balls on the table that
This
are
looks
in a
relatively
very
easy.
good position. But there's a few others that are relatively tricky.
Position looks good for a colour.
The problem is, when he's playing as good as
17.
he is positionally, I've got absolutely no doubt that he'll be bringing those balls into play before too long.
Nicely onto a red.
20.
What's he thinking about? Oh, he's actually made it worse for himself there.
21.
You might be able to screw back off of the black and disturb those two, though.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh, hello. We might have a chance
Neil
here.
Robertson, 21.
21 ahead, 67 remaining. We're going to have to pot pretty much all the reds. But that's okay. That it's doable. It's absolutely doable.
One.
Right. Wasn't trying to upset those two so much as
7.
get a line on this other red. Right, if we play this gently enough, and I think that is probably gently enough.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
Come on, please, go in, go in, go in. Yes,
Oh, that's
come
right
on.
out of the top drawer.
He couldn't have played that any better.
8.
That should be a good enough angle on that red.
14.
Not as good as I would have liked. Nowhere near as good as I would have liked. I mean, it's still potable, but at this point I feel like I've got to take the risk. Fuck it, let's go for it. No risk, no reward.
This really is tricky.
Oh, it's going in!
Oh, that's a top quality shot with the wrist. Not easy at all.
Have some of that!
15.
I wish it would keep me updated with how many I'm ahead by. Right, let's figure this out. So I'm 57, he's 21, so that's a lead of 36, right? No, we still need to pot a few more yet. Let's think about this. You know what I could do, actually? If I just play off of the pink and leave it the other side of the cushion. In theory, we can put this in such a place that he's got no choice but to play those reds out.
He's playing for the snooker here.
I'm not playing for a snooker, mate. More safety orientated than snooker orientated.
Not what he intended, but it's worked out okay.
It's exactly what I intended.
Steven
I don't know what
Hallworth,
you were looking at.
15.
Right, okay.
Excellent safety shot.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Now let's think about what we do here. Lots of top spin. Reasonable amount of power.
Well, it's fair to say he's taking his time over this.
Problem is that red that's away from the cushion is now in a potable position. Reach it. Oh, I've pulled up short. God damn it.
That's a poor foul, really. Very loose shot.
Foul and a miss. Neil Robertson, 4.
Well, at least he's not put me in again, I guess, but he's going to snooker me on both balls simultaneously. Bastard.
That's an excellent shot and a challenging snooker.
Okay, well, the red closest to the bottom cushion is relatively safe. So
Pace is key with this shot. He doesn't want to overhit it.
oh, for goodness sake. I couldn't have set it up any better for him, could I?
No, not the result he was looking for.
Oh well, 2 frames down. I don't know why he's thinking so much. There's not much to think about. Red bottom right hand corner, screw back for the black, play the black in. Okay. So he's
1.
going to go for the blue instead of the black, fine, okay. Feel like you're overcomplicating things a little bit here. Red in the bottom left hand corner.
6.
Play it with a lack of pace and you could probably get back on the pink. But he's going to go for the blue. Oh, he's coming up a bit close to the blue. No, he'll be
7.
fine. He'll be fine.
Twelve.
Just the colours to go.
Professional snooker
14.
players don't miss the colours.
This looks pretty simple. Not what he intended at all. He'll be
What
annoyed
on
with that.
earth is going on? Oh, he snookered
Neil
me
Robertson,
even when he's missed.
14.
Or he has, he hasn't. We've got a chance here. We have got a very slim chance, but it is a chance nonetheless. Just going to have to try and roll it in. Problem, look at that, that's bloody... Lots of top spin, try and get the ball back down the table. Say about 20%.
Well, some might say he's being
power.
methodical here, looking at all these shots, but others might just say, hurry up and get on with the game. Tricky shot here.
Okay, that's gone in. A little bit too much carry on that ball, but that's
shot.
fine. We can take this shot still.
Position looks pretty good to me.
3.
Brown required here.
It's going to take a long blue into the bottom right hand
7.
corner.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
But it's gone in for us,
Great
so that's
cue
okay.
there.
12.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
And, well,
18.
I mean, what can you say? From a very commanding position, Robertson has let us back in. One frame all.
25. And the frame, Steven Hallworth,
That's the frame in the bag.
And that score is a
There's
lot
nothing
kinder
between
to
these
us
two
than
players at the
it
moment.
really should be.
Fascinating contest.
It's tight, isn't it? Just when you think one player is starting to dominate, there's an immediate comeback. Great stuff.
Thank you. The third frame, Steven Hallworth to break.
That's never going in, is it? It is. It's going
Foul.
in, for
Neil
goodness
Robertson,
sake.
4.
He's going to play on here.
I did say that I was terrible at breaking off, didn't I?
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
What on earth?
Close,
Oh dear.
but not quite.
He seems to have let us in again here. Very unlike him. We're just going to roll this in nice and gently.
He's playing for the right corner here.
Just
Beautifully
about
done.
made it in, and we're on the black, and the angle on the black is not too bad. We
1.
might be able to go in off the pack on this. Let's just get the angle set up for the shot. Don't necessarily want to. Cannon off of the red. Oh,
8.
have some of that for breakfast, dinner and lunch. And that is it.
He would have hoped for a better split there.
We've got to land on something from that, surely. There's got to be something available
16.
to us. There are a couple of reds that we can go for. This long one, which seems like, honestly, the safest option.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. What a fabulous pot that is.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
Then we can use the
17.
blue to get back down to the reds. We can use the reds to arrest our... Just looking at the angles of the
Yeah, he's
loose
looking
reds
to drop
after
this
that.
into the middle pocket.
No! Don't go in! Don't go in! Oh, you son of a bitch!
There's always the risk of a foul there.
And that was what I was talking about
Foul.
earlier. You've got to be
Steven
careful of
Hallworth,
reds going
17.
in. I should have been mindful
Neil
of that.
Robertson, 5.
And we've just given it to Robertson on a platter there. If he knows what he's doing, which, you know, looking at the last
Position
frame,
looks
you have
good for
to
a colour.
question sometimes.
1. Eight.
But surely a player of his calibre, 7th in the world, able to pot balls all around the table regardless of distance, he's got to be favourite to clean up this round. Look
9.
at that. Look at the split of the reds there. You could put the cue ball almost anywhere on
Very
that table
well played.
and you would have at least
16.
one pot on.
Seventeen. $24. $25.
Would you believe it?
And he's gone and missed it again. I
Neil
genuinely
Robertson,
can't believe it.
25.
He's missed an absolute sitter. The only thing in his defence is he hasn't really left us anything super easy, but he has left us enough.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? Down it goes.
Can roll that black in with a little bit of topspin. I could probably get around the table and back down to the reds again. And of course, by a little bit, I mean I'll give it all the topspin I've got. That's probably about right. Nowhere near enough. But we're fortunate, there is a red here that can go into the middle pocket. And that is exactly where it's going to go.
Nicely onto the black.
9.
Now I think what we might try to do here is just roll the black in. And that should sit us very nicely on this red. I'm not angry with that angle at all. That's actually given us a pretty decent angle to get back off of the cushion.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
17. Will you please make sure your phones are on silent?
Oh, that's new. I like that. That's very cool. Somebody's phone went off in the audience. Hello? No, I'm watching snooker. You've got me in trouble
Really
with
well played.
umpire now.
24.
Okay. And while we have the angle, you've got to make hay while the sun shines in snooker. So I'm going to use the opportunity to just clear the path of the second red on the right hand cushion by putting that one away.
25.
Hopefully we've got the angle.
32.
And we've got a angle. It will do. It
33.
will do. I need to have a look at the situation with the pink and the blue. Right, so it looks to me as though the blue definitely, you can get at the blue from above this end. You can get to the blue, put it into that pocket, and from below you can put the pink into this pocket nearest us. So how does that affect us? Well, it affects us because if I put a little bit of top spin, no, not top spin. Let's just play it dead to rights. Needs a decent amount of power though. Actually, no. If we do go with top spin, no, I'm changing my mind again. I want an angle for the middle pocket.
40.
I'm not sure this goes. That is less than ideal. What do we do? What do we do? I mean, I think that red will just about go. But it is the tightest of tight shots.
He's looking at this red.
Oof. I've got
What
bloody
a
lucky
tremendous
there.
pot.
Very, very
Bit
lucky.
awkward here.
41.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. And in it goes.
Just don't want to snooker
He seems
myself.
full of confidence at the moment.
I think I'm
43.
okay. Yeah, just about. Just about.
So, this pot into the right corner. Tremendous pot.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
44.
I wonder if the blue passes into the... It does.
Just the blue needed now. Oh, what a shot that is.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
49.
Just the colours remaining.
Changed my mind at the last minute and decided to undercook the shot slightly.
51.
I always have a little bit of trouble with this part of the game. I can normally pot everything, but it's just a matter of getting the power right.
The rest won't make this any easier. No problems with the rest there. Well played.
54.
Right, now for this one we know that we can get the blue into the middle pocket from this kind of angle.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
$58.
I'm really
No
hoping
more
the
than
pink
half a
doesn't
chance
go in
here.
as a side effect of this. I think it might be, you know. I think it... Oh no, we got away with it. Got away with it.
63.
Good for us. Should we just try doubling this in? Fuck it, why not? Overcooked it. Never mind. Still, we take a 2-1 lead.
Steven Hallworth, 63. Frame conceded. Frame, Steven Hallworth.
And that is the frame. Well played.
I have to say, I'm pretty happy with that.
So, he's nudged in front.
Thank you, the fourth frame. Neil Robertson to break.
Oh, that's a wild break from Robertson there. Already I can see 2 or 3 that I could pot.
Tough shot coming up. That is a quality opening red.
1.
Angle's not exactly perfect, but it's more than doable. Don't you dare. Good.
8.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. Well, an excellent pot.
That
Great
will
cueing.
more than suffice.
9.
Pretty happy with that angle. With a little bit of backspin, we can use that to break these reds open. Not really too much out of it, but
16.
enough. We've still got some reds that were loosened by the initial break. Can pick those off one by one.
Seventeen.
Good weight. Lovely.
24.
Shouldn't need more than about...
Gently does it.
that will do. Right, and now we can
25.
try and re-break the pack.
The split looks good to me.
That's much better. Much, much better.
32.
We can make a go of this. No, we just shouldn't make any silly mistakes. That's first and foremost in my mind here. If we win this frame, we win the match. Thinking about the fact that we can go for the black, but we've got the pink as an insurance policy.
33.
And in fact, looking at the angles, I'm very tempted. Although if we do pot the pink, it will close off these 3 reds by the pink spot. So maybe it is better just to try and continue. %30 plus top spin, probably too much. Just undercooked it slightly. And in fact,
40.
it probably wasn't enough. But that's not the worst thing in the world. We do have options here. So let's see. Not as many options as I'd hoped for, actually. Right, we can try playing this into the middle pocket. That looks about the right angle to me.
No more than half a chance here.
It's going in. Good position on the black
What
as
a
well.
top pot that
Pretty
was.
happy with that. Very happy
He's
with
lost
that, in
the cue
fact.
ball a touch here.
41. 48.
And I'm thinking we might go for one of these into the centre.
He's playing this into the right centre pocket. Beautiful.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
49.
As soon as we clear those balls from the pink spot, we'll be able to pot the pink. Overrun that slightly.
He's played that very well.
But that's okay
56.
because we have balls that can go into the bottom right hand corner.
$57.
Nice. That's what we wanted.
64.
Now, which one do we go for? I feel like we go for this one. And actually, after this one's gone, we can start thinking about potting the pink.
65.
Wrong angle. But no matter. A
Nicely
nice little
played
kiss
onto a
would
red.
be nice. That'll do. That will do. I'm happy with that.
71.
From here, it's relatively plain sailing.
Just the red needed here.
Nicely done.
That should effectively remove any ideas his opponent may have of a comeback.
72.
Not the best kiss in the world, but we do
79.
have the red to the top left-hand corner as an insurance there.
He's aiming for the left corner here. No issues there.
80.
So, this pot into the right corner. Tremendous pot.
85.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Nicely
In it
done.
goes.
86.
That gives us the right angle to roll this one up the cushion if we need to.
93.
Which I think we probably will.
Well, he's taking the red on.
Come on, drop.
Brilliant. What a magnificent pot.
94.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. Amazing century.
100.
Right, pretty much do this dead weight.
Pace is key.
That's a beauty.
101.
Drop the black in, a little bit of backspin on the ball just to make sure that we maintain the right kind of angle on the red. Want to be able to come off the cushion slightly. Top spin down to about 25%.
$109.
Have we snookered ourselves again? I think we might have. Every bloody
116.
time. No, no, we're okay. Right then. Got to try and figure out the best. I feel like a little bit of backspin on the ball is probably best. But 46 is probably going to be way too much. Ah, fuck it. Let's
Just
go
the
for it.
colours remaining on the table now.
Pretty much won the match anyway.
Nicely done.
Oh, that is beautiful. That's lovely.
118.
We'll take that all day long.
$121.
Should just be able to roll this brown in, and the blue will pretty much line itself up. Nice.
125.
Get around the pink and try and play it into the middle pocket.
130.
He's taking this on.
$136.
And just the black to go.
That completes a brilliant
Right then.
clearance. Very impressive.
Well, I have to say we were
143.
fairly
Frame
lucky
and match.
when it comes to
Steven
that match.
Hallworth.
Robertson
And he's
gave
into
us a
the
couple of
quarterfinals.
massive lets
Well
offs.
deserved.
Simple balls that he should have potted all day and all night, but for one reason or another he missed them, and there we go. Now it has to be said that the highest break of 143 I don't believe was ours. I believe that belonged to Robertson, but overall you have to say 305 points out of the 465 scored. I think we're worth the win in terms of the stats, but obviously stats don't necessarily tell the whole story. Robertson can count himself very unfortunate and very, very upset, I would imagine, to have missed out in that particular contest. But anyway, onwards and upwards, we're into the quarterfinals, and who are we going to face in those quarterfinals? Let's find out now, if the game ever loads. Oh good lord, Mark Williams, the world number 3, winner of the Masters just 2 years ago, if I remember correctly. Now he did his press conference in the nude because he said if he won that he would do that. He was a lot less confident about winning than a lot of other people. This is going to be a difficult one. Best of 5 frames again. I've got it on standard. I think there are 3 settings when you go into career mode. Do you want to play short, standard or long? Knowing what I know now, that standard pretty much is either 5 or 7 frames all throughout, I would probably have moved it up to long and just you know, because I thought for some reason that standard would be, oh well, that's the number of frames that you would get in a normal tournament. You know, but I'm slightly worried now that we're going to get to the Masters and the World Championships, and it's going to be like, you know, best of 11 at most, rather than best of 19, best of 21. Which, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. I'll have a look later and see if I can change the settings. But for now, should we get into this match? What time is it? It's only 12:15. We've got loads of time.
Welcome back. The standard just going up and up in this tournament. Let's hope for more in the quarter-finals.
I think we'll make this our last match of the night.
These 8 players deserve their place.
Obviously, if we get beaten, then
Thank
that's
you, ladies and
that for
gentlemen.
the Betway Championship.
Steven Hallworth to break.
If we do, by some miracle, beat Mark Williams and reach the semi-finals, we'll be streaming that another day. Let's see how we get on in the meantime. That'll do. As long as it doesn't go in or off, I'm happy. I did at some point get to a stage where I was able to break off very well.
Ball tight on the cushion here.
And consistently as well. It wasn't just a case of, oh, that nearly went in. It wasn't just a case of, oh, I got lucky, like that one was. I was actually managing to break off fairly consistently, but obviously that was before I took an extended break from the game. Safety, safety, safety. Well, we'll get across the baulk line, but not much more than that. That's pretty poor, to be fair. Position of the cue ball in relation to the yellow is probably the only bonus to come out of that. Has he left us with anything here? He has done.
This is not easy. Would you believe it?
1.
I had hoped I might be able to knock the black clear, but apparently not. Never mind. No. Okay, now there was... They said that you could renominate. I'm pretty sure. Somebody said that you could renominate the ball now. Because that wasn't something that you could do for quite a while. And it was very irritating. Oh no, here we go.
Well, certainly nobody could accuse him of rushing here.
He looks to be playing the swerve shot here.
Well, I hit it. That's something.
Not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with that.
Steven Hallworth, 1.
But unfortunately, we have let Mark Williams in. And much like Robertson, Williams is an excellent player and he's a fantastic break builder. So I fully expect us to pay for that. A little bit fortunate there not to put the red into the bottom right hand corner, but we all need a little bit of luck. Okay. Got away with that a little bit.
Mark Williams, 8.
Now, there is a chance. The question is whether I want to try and take it. And the answer to that is always.
He fancies this red. Tremendous potting.
One.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on. Brilliant shot.
6.
This should be straightforward enough. He would have hoped for a better split there.
That'll
7.
do. I think I can get through to the black. It's not ideal though. It might be safer just to try to knock the blue in. In fact, that's probably what we're going to try and do.
It's half a chance, but
No
a chance
reward
nonetheless.
without risk, huh? Oh dear. No.
That's really close, but not quite close enough.
Balls that up. Balls it up big. And I think
Steven Hallworth.
he's
7.
definitely got a shot to the bottom right hand corner, which he is taking, and he's going to pot. Oh dear, oh dear. I think
1.
I'm just feeling a little bit too cavalier all of a sudden. Going to have to reset myself mentally. Remind myself that not every miracle pot is going to come
Not
off.
sure why he played it like that.
Has he put himself in a spot of bother though?
6.
Because I don't necessarily see any easy pots. No, he's had to play the safety. We're back in. Oh, hang on. Has he snookered us? The bastard, he snookered us.
Mark Williams. 6.
You absolutely... No, he hasn't. Okay. But still, it's a very, very good safety. I mean, the chances of me getting the ball safe are slim, to say the least.
Well, he's looked at a number of options here. The balls haven't really changed, but the more you look, the harder it gets.
Balls to it.
Tricky pot coming up.
I can't believe that worked.
That's
Cannot
not
believe
what
that
he was
worked.
hoping for.
1.
Is that pink onto the middle pocket? It is.
Well, this is a half chance. What a top shot that is.
Okay.
Wonderful shot.
By some miracle,
7.
I think we've gotten away with it. Only question now is, we can pot a red, but what are we going to pot afterwards?
Well, sometimes playing this slowly can upset your flow. Maybe he just needs to get on with it and get his rhythm back. Decent position to take on a colour here.
8.
Yeah, played it well.
14.
Hmm.
$15. $22. 23.
This isn't easy.
That's a top shot.
Really impressive cueing.
I wasn't expecting to knock
28.
that red away from the cushion, but I'm happy it happened.
This won't be easy.
What an excellent pot that is.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
29. $35. $36.
Sorry for the silence there, guys. I was getting into a bit of a
42.
zen zone there. But it's pretty apparent what I'm doing. I'm just potting a lot of balls.
43.
Forgot to check if that black can go past the red, and in fact it can't. But the good news, of course, is that the pink is still available into the middle, so we're just going to go for the easy out and pot that. And I think we'll try and get position on that.
This is being towards the left middle pocket. Excellent shot.
Stick that in the pocket
Quality cueing
and
there.
free up
Really
the black
good.
for future pots.
49.
Just this red needed.
And in it goes.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
50. $57. $58.
He's going for the right centre pocket here. That's a great pot.
64. $65.
Now if I roll that blue into the middle pocket with pretty much a dead weight, I'm not going to put any extra spin on the ball.
This won't be easy.
I
That's
think
a top
that'll
shot.
leave me on the
Outstanding
side
potting.
pocket, as long as it doesn't go in the pocket. Yeah, that'll
70.
give me a nice easy shot on the yellow, which again, roll it in pretty much dead weight.
Just the colours now.
72.
That sets me up on the green very nicely, which I'm probably going to have to be a little bit creative. I know that you
75.
can cut the brown into either of the middle pockets. It's a tricky-ish shot, but it is doable.
He's taking it on.
There we go. I mean, we're safe at this point, so now I'm just challenging
79.
myself to clear the table. Yeah, that feels about right.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
Yeah, played it well.
84.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
90.
What a clearance that was.
That will do.
Superb.
That will do.
97. And the first frame, Steven Hallworth.
That is the frame.
Well, we've definitely gotten away with that one.
So he's opened up a one-frame gap and will be looking to apply some pressure on his opponent in this frame.
He has, but it's only a slender lead.
Thank you. The second frame, Mark Williams to break.
It's a pretty decent break off. I think we might be able to sneak through to that red, the topmost of the two. And it gives us a pretty natural angle to break into the rest of the pack as well. So it would be silly not to.
This is really tricky.
That's an excellent opening red.
Now, are we on the black? I think we
One.
might be. We are indeed. I think we're in business.
Eight.
Now, does that black pass by the red? It does. So we can play this simple pot here. The angle might be
9.
asking a little bit much. Yeah, we should be alright.
Good split. That's really opened the table up here.
That's done us a lot of favours as
16.
well, because although we do have a shot through to the middle here, this red into the middle pocket is much more preferable.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
Beautiful.
Nicely onto the colour.
17.
That'll do. That'll do.
24.
We've got another red that we can put into the middle pocket here.
Playing for the middle pocket. That's an excellent pot.
And then we can use the
Great
pink to
technique.
get back down to the
Superb
reds.
cueing.
And
25.
ideally, I want to aim for, you see this red that I'm currently contacting with, the red to the left of it, I think that will go into the bottom right hand corner. And we can use this pink with a little bit of backspin on the ball. Or maybe just hit it dead. I think we've got the angle on it.
31.
Yeah, we do. No, the ball's going to get stuck. If I try back spinning into that ball there, I'm going to end up getting stuck. Much better to run out of the pack, develop one
32.
or two reds than to try and develop them all at the same time. Okay, so we've got this black on into this pocket. Now we are going to have to continue to play that black into that pocket, I think, for the time being. But that's okay.
39.
No massive issue, as we do have this one available to us here. That angle's a bit high.
40.
It's potable, but it's just that it introduces a degree of uncertainty that I'm not particularly happy to be taking at this point in time. So I think probably, even though it seems like the more unlikely, I'm going to try for this. Now the other thing to bear in mind is, which red are we playing for afterwards? And it's a really good question, because I've not got the foggiest. Could play into the middle pocket. Personally, I'm much happier with playing into the corner. If we play with lots of pace, we could potentially smash back into the reds.
This is no gimme.
The blue may ricochet out.
Brilliant pot, outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
Okay, we got lucky on that one, I
Really
think.
the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue ball a little.
45.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
This is a shot to nothing.
Loose play like
Except
that
that
isn't
it's
what you'd expect
hung
from a
up in the
player of his
jaws.
quality.
Ah, no.
Steven Hallworth, 45.
I was hoping that if it didn't go in, it would bounce out, but no such luck.
1.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Tremendous shot.
Now the only thing going for us is that the black, I think, is going to get in the way of him being able to pop
8.
that red. That being the case, I don't see anything else obvious. Oh no, he's just made it. He's still going to have to develop that
9.
pack, which he can do with that angle. He's managed to split one red off. Oh, and it's just about managed to
16.
clear the yellow out of its way. It will go. But it feels like
17.
he's massively out of position here.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
Surely he's going for a safety
Not sure
now.
what happened there, but
I
that's
don't
a
think
poor
the
shot.
bottom left-hand red is going to go
19.
past the rest.
Well, he's made contact with the
what
black.
on earth was that? I don't know what that was supposed to be, but it certainly wasn't any kind of safety shot that I've seen
Foul and a
before.
miss. Mark Williams, 19. Steven Hallworth, 7.
So, after the foul, What's he going to do?
I'm actually going to ask him to retake that because
be
I don't
playing
think
this
there's
again.
anything on. And right, okay, that's what he was trying to do. And he has left us with a chance.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Excellent pot. Superb.
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
1.
Hmm.
No real problem here.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
Well, that's certainly not how I was expecting the cue ball to behave.
8.
That's a shame. Right, so we're just going to nick off of the side of this pack, hardly disturb them at all, and send the ball back up to the other end of the table.
You'll have to be careful with the pace of this shot.
Hopefully the green will give us a little bit of cover.
That's the result he was after.
Steven Hallworth, 8.
Nice.
He's avoided the foul.
That's what
but
we
he's left the
wanted.
pot on.
We can continue our break. I want to leave fairly flat so that I can use the angle to get above the reds again afterwards, which is what we've managed. Wrong angle. Entirely
8.
the wrong angle. That's not what I was looking for. But I think this is still potable, more than potable.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
I'm all kinds
9.
of out of position now. I can try running the pink up.
Just the pink needed here.
It's going in. It's only bloody going in.
Simply wonderful.
And that means no way back in this frame for his opponent.
Which is just as well, because I've somehow managed to snooker myself. Not snooker myself, but I've not given myself many easy options. Now this red, I think, does pass by the other. So in theory, it should go in, if I've got the shot right.
Tricky pot,
Which I probably
no doubt.
haven't. No, I haven't. But he's going to need to snooker me, and with 3 reds on the table,
Steven
I don't
Hallworth,
think that's very
15.
easy.
He's playing the safety here.
I can afford to be fairly liberal here now. I can just take pot shots and hope that one goes in.
He's taking it on.
It also has the positive effect of spreading the reds on both sides of the table, which means a snooker even makes a snooker even more difficult to attain, which is what his end game is eventually going to be. Now, of course, he could try potting a couple of reds with high-value balls in the meantime, reduce my
He'll be
options while
disappointed with
making
that.
sure that he
This
has
is a
some
chance.
extra score. That'll go past, won't it? It will. That'll do.
1.
And I've got to imagine next time he comes to the table it will be to forfeit the frame.
Well played.
8. 9. 16.
I suppose that's assuming that he gets back to the table this frame.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? That's a top shot. Well played.
17.
'This won't be easy.
That's well played with the wrist.
21.
Just the colours to go.
23.
He's playing for the right corner here. Excellent pot.
Pretty
26.
happy with this. Feels like one of the more controlled clearances that I've managed in the last little while.
30.
I can't see any problems here.
35.
He's playing for the right corner here.
Go on, carry a little bit further. Not quite, but never
41.
mind.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Nah, never mind. Would have been nice to clear the entire table, but I'm not exactly leaving anything for him there. You
Steven
can't snooker
Hallworth,
someone with one ball on the
41.
table.
Frame conceded. Frame, Steven Hallworth.
That's the frame in the bag.
Okay, and we've raced into a two-frame
Two
to
frames
nothing
ahead,
lead.
and he's starting to build some momentum here.
He's looking pretty good at the moment, and this lead is developing nicely.
Thank you. The third frame.
Drop this down to
Steven
about
Hallworth
45.
to break.
A little bit more contact there in case things go awry. Let's see how that does. That feels a little bit better. I could have done without the contact with the brown. There's a shot on there for him, but he would still need to develop the rest
No
of the
more
pack.
than half a chance here. And he's missed that.
It's a good attempt. Don't think that red's going to go past the yellow, so he's not left anything on for us. Or has he? Oh, he has, you know.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
1.
He's using the rest here, which makes it a little more challenging. Well played. That was made more difficult due to the rest being used.
6.
Right, that will do for our first one. I'm slightly more concerned about what I'm going to do for a colour afterwards. I suppose we could screw up the table, go for the blue. It's probably the safest option all told. If I'd held back a little bit, I probably could have gone for the pink instead.
7.
But that don't make no never mind.
Half a chance here. No problem there.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. I wonder if we can get
12.
in between those two reds to this other one here. We can, I think. Yeah, we can. Nice. I think that's going to finish nicely for us for the pink, like we were thinking
13.
before. Straight into the middle pocket. Now, if we just screw back ever so slightly,
19.
that gets us past the pink and onto this red. And if we're really clever, bit of a risk, then we might be able
20.
to bring the black into play as well. That's starting to look very
27.
good. Now this red should go into the pocket there. Now does the black go past the red? I don't think it does. No. Okay. That being the case, we're going to have to rely on the blue and the pink. So that should work.
$28.
He's taking this on to the right middle.
34.
Should just about slip past the pink to get to these reds here. Yeah. And again, if we're clever about it, we might be able to get onto the black. Oh, I think we might have just
35.
buggered that. Yeah, we have. That's alright though, the blue's still there to cover us.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
Oh, that's left him a little awkward there.
40.
No, I think
He's
that
aiming
should
to
be
sink
fine
this
actually.
into the right corner.
If we don't end up on the pink, we should
Down
end
it
up on the
goes.
blue.
Great cueing there.
So we are on the blue, but
41.
it's going to end up making us go up the table.
$46.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Should still be able to get to the black after we pot this.
Beautifully done.
What a wonderful pot.
47.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Beautiful pot.
Great shot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
54.
Don't necessarily want to pot that one yet, but the other pots are all a little bit more tricky. This one would clear the way for the black.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. That's a great pot.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
55.
Next pot is going to be a little bit tricky though. We could go for the yellow into the corner, which is probably the safest option for us.
No more than half a chance here. That's a tremendous pot.
It does bring us back
Position
down the
looks
table.
very good here. He's played that very well.
And in fact, that's done us a
57.
massive favour, because this red ball on the side cushion or near the side cushion could have been a little bit annoying. So the fact that we're able to take it out now is a blessing.
58.
And also with a little bit of backspin. A lot of backspin actually. Take care of this
Missed
one along
pot.
the... Oh no, what are we doing? Thinking two shots
Steven
ahead
Hallworth,
and not really
58.
thinking about the 58 behind, 67 remaining. He's going to have to pot fairly consistently pinks and blacks, which he's more than capable of doing.
He's looking at the pot into
Most
the
of
left
those
centre.
balls are in very potable locations.
1.
Maybe this is the start of the turnaround
This should
for
be
Mark
pretty
Williams.
straightforward.
$8.
Nice position on the black.
9.
He rarely makes mistakes, and when he does, well, you've got to be in top form to be able to take advantage of them.
16.
Well, this is not the best for Mark Williams. I'm not sure what's going on, but he's really struggling for form in this match.
And
Mark
we
Williams,
may be able to
16.
pot that as well. Although this one to the middle pocket is much more doable. Let's go full top spin, about 40%.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
Try and get back down the table.
That's a top shot.
That'll
Quality
do.
cueing there. Really good.
1.
More than happy to screw back on the blue.
He just needs this blue. In it goes.
Give us position
That
on that red.
effectively removes any chance of a comeback in this match.
6.
can't see any problems here.
Seven.
With that angle on the black, we might actually be able to get this red off of the cushion. Unfortunately, we've put it in an unpottable situation.
14.
Every single time. Should we just go for the impossible cut? Bollocks, let's
He's
go for the
taking it
impossible cut. Ah, well.
Stephen Hallworth.
He's going to
14.
need snookers.
Frame conceded. Frame
And in
match.
fact, he's
Stephen
conceded the
Hallworth.
match.
And with that, he's into the
So,
semi-final.
we're through to the semi-finals of the Betway UK Championship. Bloody hell. Well, it was a scrappy affair. I wouldn't say either one of us was necessarily the better man. I think it was a pretty even contest, all things told. Although Mark Williams only really scoring around 50 points in total. 3-0 feels a little bit fortunate, if I'm honest. Oh dear lord. Okay, well, we're not going to be doing this today. There's absolutely no way I'm taking on Ronnie O'Sullivan at 1 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I think we're going to call that a day. So thank you everyone for watching. If you're still watching, then God bless you at this time. If you're watching on the replay, thank you for watching anyway. And yeah, let me know what you think about this, about just doing a live stream and then just throwing it up as an unedited 1.5 to 2 hour thing. I'll do some editing to it later. I won't edit anything out. I'll just stick a thumbnail on it, maybe the intro music at the beginning, but other than that it will be left entirely as it was. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I don't normally make a habit of telling people that they can subscribe, but if you like this kind of thing, then subscribe, and I'll throw some more up on the channel later. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.